on the Fanny. I would say the majority of the time it actually
Interesting
works really well in his
Guinevere
favor, so I
pick.
feel like
Guinevere
it's
actually has really
something
nice clear
obviously
speed
Black
though.
International wants to
Really
contain.
nice clear speed.
Is Guinevere that? Well, we'll have to see if that is going to be it. But also, just a lot of attention here as well in the XP lane. Flapteezy, the way he played the previous game, man, even with this hero, this Deeroth that hasn't been a hot commodity this season even, could play out pretty well.
Whoa, Sensui a little deep there. They did lose the crab though.
Bren, and yeah, we have to look again very closely at the matchup between Few and Edward and their impact across the map here.
Whoa, Ogun with the flicker on the UA. Kyle's here. UA dies.
First blood going in the hands of Few.
Nice flicker from Ogun.
Furious here, already 500 gold ahead. That's the turtle, about half a minute away from spawning. Let's look at the emblem.
That's a
here.
huge.
Is this the same build
Whoa,
that
Sensui.
on his Guinevere?
Looking at the
Went quite low here.
Yeah, except the attack speed was a bit.
Maybe he had no jump.
I remember Irad had something else, but all the other emblems still the same. And let's just see if they can again match the speed that AP Bren are playing at, the Faramis that they're up against. And I want to see what the build here of Kaltizi will be.
Ohab's gotta be careful here.
Hammer rushing the Malefic Roar. Let's see if that's gonna be
Then
the same
dip.
Thing around here. If
Marco's gonna try and hold the wave. It's really bad for Ohab.
All right, something to note while we're looking
If Marco
at
freezes this, it's really rough for Ohab going versus Fanny.
Last game,
Range being a bit aggressive here.
That he has, right?
It's fine though.
Wasn't a very mechanically demanding hero, but that's his MO. He's the utility jungler. Here, is he armed for that? Is the
Okay, Guinevere
that
early on the turtle. Ogun's here to help zone. Kyle taking his blue still. Edward with the ult onto Ogun. Ogun has no flicker. Used it earlier. The realm goes off. Oh! Sensui's retreat. What is he doing? Sensui's dead. That blue is going to Kyle for sure. That was such a bad retreat from Sensui, man.
Hail Mary to just try and secure it, not just for him, but for Blacklist International. And now he's gonna be without his.
Such a bad retreat. I thought that was free for Blacklist. But you threw that retreat so hard.
Incredibly well-timed Netherrealm actually from Yue.
Oh, well, it seemed like the name of the game in that first turtle fight was PvP.
Now the Edith has turtle buff somehow.
When you're playing against Kaltizi, you can't just
Ogun with the flicker toss again. UA 1 HP though, he's gonna live.
Really clean if Kaltizi was able to secure that.
Lovely. The shields from
Ogun's so good on those flicker tosses.
Damage reduction
Well
via
played, well
the
played.
gold shield turrets. It helps. AP Bren, 1,000 gold ahead. Where is it mostly on? Is it on Kaltizi?
Yeah, actually. Mostly on Kaltizi. Super Marco just, well, the gap isn't that massive. So yeah, Kaltizi with the kills he's been getting.
Oh, Marco gets that. Sensui retreated that too, but it was too slow.
They're not allowing Blacklist to play at a
That's kind of
tempo that
insane.
they're comfortable with. However, again, what they have here is if they can team fight together really well, especially for the second turtle, I'd want to see them try and contest this. They shouldn't just give this up. If they do, then they're really going to have to give up the third just so they can split push elsewhere.
All right, about 30 seconds until this second turtle comes up. AP Bren approaching 2,000.
Sensui's off by 105 HP. Yeah, but there's no jungler even nearby. Oh!
Again, what a catch here from Ogun. Ohab in trouble.
Wow.
Will not be able to
What a
survive.
toss from Ogun.
There's a reason
Caught
this was
Ohab
picked up
mid-air.
early on, first pick for AP Bren.
Wait, that was insane.
Where Ohab was gonna go. Ogun just stood there and said, I'm gonna take this, then I will take
That was
you with me.
insane.
And I don't know, Ohab, I think, understood the situation and he somehow wanted to play around with it.
GG.
He had more mechanical skills
boss.
left. Flicker, of course,
GG.
but no. They just bursted him down there.
Didn't even burn the flicker anymore. I feel like at that point, Ohab and
Blacklist getting
accepted that,
choked.
Yeah, we're gonna lose our gold lane.
With that
Chokes
kind of
down.
Yeah, and just saving that flicker instead. So, Kaltizi.
Hello.
Kaltizi. Not going to be able to get anything out of that,
Whoa.
but yeah, you know, with that, you can see we got Ohab there now in the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Going to switch it up.
All right, he's wave ahead of the switch.
Let's see if AP Bren will be able to break this because Few and Kaltizi will have to defend the bottom.
So Edward, okay,
Oh,
another
Ogun with
onward
another
to go
flicker
through.
toss.
Flicker's
Not
out
going to
of that
connect
one,
though.
But they will lose the
Edward
turret.
does have the tough
So
boots.
with that, again, AP Bren just working with this lead they have. And a big item pickup here for Kyle Teasy.
Is this not the Infinix All-Star roamer of the season?
Yeah.
Is this not how Ogwin plays?
On the Master for a reason. However, that could have been a better engaged by AP Bren. They got it, but they could have gotten the kill onto Edward, actually. It's just that the timing of the Abysm Strike plus the onward of the Edith actually sent Edward out of the Abysm Strike, giving him enough room
2K goldie for Bren.
But still, they were able to get what they could. And even though they're struggling, Blacklist still making the right cross-map call, sending Oheb to the bottom lane right away, but AP Bren read into it with a rotation.
Bren has so much pressure right now.
Oh, look at the top side.
Edward forced to flicker out, not flicker dash. Oheb with stun?
Oheb
not gonna matter
doesn't
though.
Use
Surprised he didn't ult.
memory though.
He can flicker and do it.
Oh.
He could flicker in, goes
Oh,
gets the
and
stun.
Kyle's
there it is.
down.
There's the kill. Oheb
I'm surprised Kyle stayed.
Form of revenge. And now him and Renegade will work on this top side turret.
Well, AP
That's
Bren
really
does
good for
make up
Black.
the fact that bottom lane got
Just
pushed.
getting some
But I
sort
don't
of
know
kill,
what's
some
necessary.
sort of,
Black
especially on
International
Oheb.
punishing AP Bren. Were they overconfident there?
Yeah, it looked like an overconfident.
Definitely overconfident
clear on the minion
from
wave by
Kyle.
Teasy. It's as if he also
He thought he was
didn't even
invincible.
think about,
It was really greedy.
This flicker here.
He wouldn't.
But then look what happened. He did, and
Still probably a
Blacklist
free
and Master were
turtle.
able to gain something. However,
Oh,
with
wow.
the flicker from the Brody gone, that reduces
Okay.
the chances of Blacklist actually contesting this turtle. As you see, they do
Only
not.
a 1K goal lead
So
now.
gets it. So it was like a long-term investment, but still at the same time, you didn't really need to make.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Oh,
Okay, this
Edward.
could be dicey. Could be spicy Edward.
Having
The
ult
defensive
out.
penalty zone. I know you have an acronym for that one, Leo.
DPC.
Easy. You're gonna have to use it, but right now it's AP Bren just trying to find what they can around the map.
All right, and all this time, there was a threat of a push down bottom. AP Bren throw enough firepower at that to quell the push. Interestingly enough, AP Bren here slowing down as we ramp up into the mid game.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for that sudden power spike out of
EXP pretty even. Gold's actually pretty even too. So I'll see a gold diff between mid lane. Big gold diff between mid lane. We're all major junglers.
Meanwhile, Dreadnought and Blade Armor already for Edward Thursla.
Kyle gonna snab
No
Sensui's
contest,
blue
of
buff.
course. Little too risky for Sensui to even fight for that.
Playing footsies with Edward here. Body of Smith forcing out another DPZ.
Okay.
Okay, he doesn't. Yeah, he's happy with that. Again, you can see quite the
Oh,
lead he
Heb.
has, but
Trying to run here.
able to put some pressure up there. Few. Gonna keep him from going back. Here comes
Okay,
the rest of the team,
goodbye,
though.
Oheb.
Bren on the hunt. Ogwin waiting for his
Oh,
own onward.
oh.
Gets the
Netherrealm goes off on both sides.
Netherrealm from both sides. Still gonna be fighting
Wait.
for Kyle Teasy in the back
Oheb
side.
getting dough on
Still
here.
looking for more. Oheb
Thought Teasy dead.
still alive.
Bro, that was
Blacklist
so
International, how
greedy
did
from
no one
Bren.
die? It was Flap that went
Bren,
down.
bro, what are they
Killer
doing?
kill. The instincts
That
of
was
this
so
young
greedy.
man, whether on the defense or the offense, he
Ogwin
knows
tried
exactly where he
flickering
needs
after
to be
Matilda
and
flying
what
through
he
the
can
air.
do to get one for Black.
This is what we
What
talked
are they
about, the
doing?
controllability that Blacklist International has over AP Bren. Then at the same
That
time,
was so
if
greedy.
they fight together as 5, the chances are good, and they did that
Oops.
really well to save Oheb and to even get a kill onto AP Bren. Now, interesting interaction as well. The reason Flap Teasy and Ogwin were able to cast him was, well, Flap got to lock in his skill onto the Brody, so even though he was guiding winded by the
Oheb leveled up.
Tiroth was locked in.
I don't think that
first combo,
saved him.
But Oheb was able to also flicker out in time.
But you know what? It wasn't just Flapteasy that flew. Even the Edith. So it's the onward that locked in that also led to both of them going in.
Yeah, now you
Renegade and Sensui going in as well.
into this fight. Still gonna be going.
What a
Kyle Teasy
combo!
Kyle Teasy still
Holy
doing the
shit.
2 down for Blacklist International. Edward
Wait,
and
I didn't
Renegade
even
here trying to
think
stay
about
alive.
that.
The body Smith.
Did you guys know that? The Matilda ult with the Guinevere ult. I mean, they all fucking lost and lost. They lost the game over it. But holy shit, what a
Engagement
combo!
range on this lineup from AP Bren through the roof.
Let's ignore the fact that Blacklist just died 4 for nothing.
Amazing.
But it was a nice-ass combo.
Into a Lord here, 4,000 gold ahead. Like that sequence up top didn't even happen.
Super Marco with that precise kill, and that was the perfect cherry on top of a counter engage. That was one of the more beautiful combinations that we've seen from a Matilda and a Guinevere. Renegade and Sensui, that was flashy. It was chef's kiss, but AP Bren, because of the dives of Blacklist International, didn't have enough to protect Oheb. Kyle Teasy was on that Brody really quickly, and without their marksman, AP Bren were able to turn things around because they protected their marksman while Blacklist could not.
Fwydchickn talks funny. I can't talk too loud right now, considering my stomach. I have to talk very soft. I can't even talk that much either. I'm also very tired. That's why I'm talking like this right now.
50% right away.
And with that, I mean, even the previous
Black no damage.
He just picked
yeah,
up the
not until late game.
He just now has that. So
Bren do have a damage jungler
in
and a roam who does damage.
Yes, the Lord come down the bottom side. Black International gonna have to answer it, but they're losing these turrets as well.
Here we go. Bottom lane, Lord. Mid lane, AP Bren. Top lane, Big Wave, and the rest of the squad. Blacklist on the back foot once more.
Oh, Edward being caught out here. Another one goes off. 1 HP. Owen gonna be able to get the kill and live.
Gets the kill. So they're going to be happy with that. Lord has been worked on. Blacklist International holds on to the base turrets.
I mean, successful defense, and if you got to put a body right in front of AP Bren to get there, I'd say it's worth it here.
3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0.
Build onto this Beatrix. Blacklist need to reach it. That's their biggest problem now. After all of the dives, after the Fanny, is can you even reach the Beatrix, Malefic Roar, Heptus,
3-0,
and the Wind of Nature that you mentioned as well. While Fanny actually just got to build a Sea Halberd. So this is AP Bren locked and loaded. They can just continue the sequence of clearing waves, positioning for Lord, trying to find an opening here, while Blacklist will try to play the cross map, sending Renegade along with Oheb to split push the side lanes or the opposite lanes in the meantime.
Now you mentioned the Hitman, the Matilda.
Imagine Black reverse sleeping, that would be wild, bro. I am like watching another game and I'm going to sleep. I'm not even sure I want to watch another game. This is not a 3-0. I am going to sleep at 2-1. Oh, there's a pause.
Here, game number 2.
I don't want to push myself too hard.
For us to actually digest and consider the options. What could happen in the next 2 to 3 minutes to allow for us to make a better call of what's going to happen here in game number 2.
Bring back the Fwyd, not the soft boiled.
You know, similar to what you guys said about yesterday's performance with the Guinevere, like, it's tough, man. You know, it's the way that the bans went, all targeting Sensui's picks, and then he picks up this Guinevere. Even with the Guiding Wind and having the Matilda there in Renegade's hands, like, you're still seeing him not being able to basically contest these objectives, get the space that he needs to get into these Lord Pit fights now that we're there at this point in the game, unless they are able to pull off some surprise initiation, surprise attack, whether that's, you know, on the wings of literally Renegade, or if they can pull off a concealed play or something, that's where it might fall in favor for Black International. But again, what's staring them in the face is this nearly 8,000 gold deficit that they're at. So even if they pull off something great, and they get a great initiation, it's like economy-wise, itemization-wise, do they have enough?
Like when RSG going to M5 and now only one is a chance.
Being thrown at them from AP Bren.
You thought RSG was gonna go to M5, bro?
So if you remember the sequence we saw with AP Bren and Blacklist, where Renegade and Sensui pulled that off, we might see an adjustment. If it's not going to be Renegade and Sensui, it might be Renegade and Edward flying to the back line of Blacklist.
That is insane.
That was a long flight. Now, what Blacklist needs to do in that scenario is then to make sure that Yue and whoever is left behind can protect Oheb, and they'll make the turnaround from there.
Conceal play going to be used.
Edward quite deep here. Tries to ult, but it's not going to matter. He is dead. Kyle goes in, but no blue.
That might be enough
for
AP Bren to just be happy and call it back. Lord's going to be up in 10.
Just do Lord and then the game. Then we go on to game 3 and 3-0, and I can go to bed.
Player. Edward goes down here, 20 seconds on the clock. That does open up a free Lord for AP Bren, so I'd say that's worth it.
And Sui still able to get that purple buff. Very worth it. And now, let's see if Blacklist International will be able to weather the next oncoming storm with this push. A massive lead. The Fanny pickup.
Double
Every
ammo.
time Kyle Teasy just shows himself at the right time in
One
the
game
back
2, this is game 2.
Blacklist hesitate.
You gotta think twice.
I'm
Again,
saying I hope
they did
Bren
against
wins this
RSC
game and the
last
next
night,
game,
where in a
and then I go
buckshot,
sleep.
A Hilda and a Fanny were roaming, roughshod, wanton chaos across the map. Now it's just Kyle Deasy, and it's doing the same thing.
Yeah, they're not going to give him this orange buff. They're going to go ahead and wait for this Lord to march up top side. So now it's up to Blacklist International. 10K down. Can we defend against this, right? Do we have the tools where we need to be? What also does UA do, right? For the most part, he's been taking the Nether Realm, trying to extend some of these team fights as well, but right now the firepower is the big question.
This could be it, gentlemen. There's a wave in mid, Lord up top. This is a fight waiting to break out.
Oh, Flap gets caught out, dashes out, he's alive. Oheb with the 12 memory.
Memory, not enough though.
Flap is still alive though, has to reset.
Lord gets the
No,
top turret, it's
they
gonna be worked
can't
on, and the
end,
mid turret
bro.
goes down.
No
But Blacklist
way.
International holds on for a little longer.
They
UA
can't
just built
end.
up a divine glaive. It feels like it was ages
Why?
since him building up.
Understand.
Trying to rush that item, but he opted to go for the lightning charge earlier, get a bit more cooldown reduction, and of course with how AP Bren are positioning themselves around the Faramis, you want to use the resonate passive to maximize the damage. Yeah, it's just AP Bren total control. We've already laid down what Blacklist International could potentially do. The other scenario is then to just AP Bren completely flub an attempt to end the game in a base siege.
Oh, I think they're gonna push it once again. Onward goes in.
Does
with
not go
Earth
off.
Shatter,
Oh no, it does go off. Open Flicker's out.
Kyle T's gonna go on the back side. Still looking for a
Sensui
kill. They're quite healthy for now.
still alive.
We'll hold on.
Kyle's not
TZ showed
re-engaged.
himself with the cables, but Blacklist International will hold on.
Whoa.
To
Oh.
a sliver of the turret.
No,
Oh,
Sensui still alive.
playing with danger here as he stays alive.
Immaculate
Still
defense.
alive.
Blacklist played
Yes.
that very well. Not a single casualty, and they keep their bottom lane inhibitor, albeit with just 1 HP.
Despite the massive item disparity, which is evident right now in every skirmish and fight that we're seeing, yeah, Blacklist International, they're keeping it very composed. Again, with all the turnarounds we've seen all throughout MPL Philippines Season 12 and even before that in Season 11, it's not impossible for Blacklist to find a turnaround. It's just very difficult because AP Bren aren't giving them a lot of room for errors to capitalize on.
Itemization here. Oheb's actually almost full build. If Oheb's full build,
Tank.
Yep.
and
wants to
they somehow
pull
play
first
around him, he
to
doesn't
get
die,
those
they have a shot.
CCs,
Even
but
though they do
also
an 11k gold
they
lead,
have,
Oheb's still pretty fed.
sorted to going double roll.
And this late in the game, the
That
goalie
may
doesn't
put
matter
their,
as much.
inspire and
Because
encourage
it starts for everyone slowly starts to get full build.
for those team fights.
Yeah,
Fights are
they're
more like
just
skill
making
based.
Everything to set up Oheb for success, and yeah, the Brody is the main condition now for Blacklist International. While for AP Bren, with everything that's going well for them, their lead, they can't miss out on their targeting. They still have to keep that Brody in check and try to respect the marksman of Blacklist.
Yep, nothing comes for free. Now the Lord dance.
Man, 4 black are in a bush.
Going for a slow pull here, but Sensui wants to reset, wants to go put it over the Blacklist side, and they don't know where Marco is.
Yeah, and you also see the positioning here of Kyle Teasy. He's going to be the split threat.
Flab going on Sensui, getting pulled around here. Sensui not looking good.
So they might just have to give this one up.
That
unless they
Lord
actually
is
wanna fight
gone,
for
it seems.
They know they're down a member as well. They got to defend that bot, but Lord secured for AP Bren.
All right, so there's that. Again, it's so hard to contest when you're looking down double digits of a gold lead. And yeah, AP Bren's going to continue choking out Blacklist, cordoning them off, keeping them inside their base.
Starlium Scythe was the item built up just now by Ogwin. Few with the Holy Crystal, Flap Teasy with the Dominance Ice. So the utility that they were able to play with this Deeroth, of course, with him naturally having armor reduction here, physical defense reduction, it just set up Kyle Teasy and Super Marco with being able to deal more damage. While for Blacklist, let's see if they can hold on here. It's going to be tough, not impossible, but incredibly difficult.
Here we go. Lord marching through mid, bottom lane.
And the
cracked
game,
open.
13k
Just like
goalie,
that.
there's no way they don't
The
end.
defense by Black.
UA still looking for an ultimate himself here. Onward, over!
Sensui dead. Edward,
taken
4-man
out real
ult.
quickly. Edward gonna jump in with his own penalty zone.
He's
Still
dead.
gonna be fighting for it. Kyle Teasy gets a double. Renegade on the
GG.
run. It's UA and Oheb defending.
GG,
He is tossed
GG,
up again
GG.
into Super Marco's hands, and that'll be it.
GG.
As AP Bren gets to match point.
This winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor, WD.
Couldn't break your